Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sudharani, professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Welcome to this session of our Java Lab series where we experiment with important programming concepts. So in this lab, we are going to learn how to create threads using runnable interface in Java, a key part of writing efficient and concurrent applications. What is multi-threading? Okay, so let us try to understand what is a thread first. A thread is the smallest unit of execution in a program. Think of it as a lightweight process that runs independently but shares memory with other threads of the same application. So when you execute multiple tasks at the same time, you are performing multi-threading, which helps in improving performance, responsiveness, and efficient use of resources. Why we are using runnable interface? Java provides multiple ways of creating threads, and one of the widely used methods is by implementing the runnable interface. It allows us to define the task that the thread will execute without having to extend the thread class, giving us more flexibility and better code organization. So let us try to understand the code line by line. So here I have defined a class named message printer that implements the runnable interface. By implementing runnable, we are telling Java that this class contains a task that can be executed by a thread. So then I declared a private variable message to store the text that the thread will print. Using private ensures that this data is encapsulated and cannot be accessed directly from outside the class. So next we have the message printer constructor. So it initializes the message variable when we create a new object of message printer. So this keyword is used to refer to the current objects field to avoid confusion with the parameter naming. This is the important method, which is run method. It is defined by the runnable interface, and Java calls this method when the thread starts. Automatically it calls the run method. So the public keyword allows the JVM to access this method from outside the class. So inside the run method, we have written a loop. We loop 5 times to print the message. After each print statement, the thread is suspended for 500 milliseconds using thread.sleep for 500 milliseconds. So thread.sleep, why we have written is because it's a static method. So since it's there in the thread class, we are referring with the class name. So this pauses the thread for half a second before continuing with the next iteration, simulating time-consuming tasks. The sleep method may throw an interrupted exception if the thread is interrupted while sleeping. So we use a try-catch block to handle this exception gracefully and print an error message if it occurs. So next we have written a class which is myThread. This is the main class where the program execution starts. So here I created a new thread object T1 and pass a new instance of message printer with the message good morning. Similarly, I have created 2 more threads T2 and T3 with messages hello and welcome. Calling start begins the thread execution. It internally calls the run method defined in message printer. Once started, all threads run independently and may print their messages in any order depending on how the operating system schedules them. So why run method is public? The run method is defined in the runnable interface as public. We must use the same access level in our implementation so that the JVM can invoke it when the thread starts. Why we are using sleep method? The sleep method temporarily suspends the execution of the thread for the specified time. It's useful when simulating delays or waiting for resources without blocking other tasks. Multi-threading is widely used in web resources like web servers, gaming, chat applications, and IoT systems to handle multiple tasks at once. Using runnable, we can cleanly separate tasks and reuse code for different types of threads. Adding delays with sleep can help simulation tasks such as animations, file processing, or data fetching. So what did we learn in this video? So in this video we have created and started threads using runnable interface, how to use the run method, and how sleep helps control thread execution. And multi-threading is an essential concept that improves program efficiency and responsiveness, especially in modern applications. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you for watching.